Welcome back to DualSighted. We're back another day, another sports day today. LeBron, the return of LeBron. His first game back since the 20th of March, and that was the game where against the Hawks where it was a high ankle sprain where Solomon Hill collided with his right ankle as he tried to go for the steal. That was back in March 20th. And he put up 10 points in 11 minutes, and after that, the Lakers went 8-12 since then. So I mean, and today, so that's but that's he came back. So 8-12 since he was missing, and then they obviously lost today. But how he played? How do you think he played? You think he played? I think he played pretty decent for his first game back. Huh?
First game back, it's not bad.
Yeah,
almost had a triple double.
Yeah, first game back on how many? Like I think on limited minutes, I believe it has to be. 16.6 of 12 shooting, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. I think he played okay. I think he played better than the rest. I think the rest of the supporting cast should have picked it up. There was a lot of turnovers, 21 turnovers total for the Lakers. That's not going to get it done. And they went into the fourth quarter having the lead up by 10, and then the Kings just, they just wanted it more and showed at the end. But you could tell that impact that LeBron had. First game back, you could tell the run they had. I think it was in the second quarter they went on a 11-0 run, and to close it out before the Kings hit a jump shot, and you've noticed that, huh? That's just who LeBron is. Everyone feeds off his energy. But this is the longest absence of his career, 20 games total. So he didn't really look like he was rusty or anything like I thought he was.
That was the longest?
Yeah, 20. It was the second longest was the one.
I thought the longest one was
the groin.
I thought that was longer.
No, this was the longest one. I think it was a little less than 20. But this was all a surprise that he even laced them up because prior he was
It came out today, huh? That it was
Coach Vogel, Frank Vogel, he came with the decision after seeing LeBron in practice and seeing how he doing test runs, and he passed it, and he must have looked good because he looked fine. He didn't look like he was coming off an injury. It's not serious. A high ankle sprain, that's not serious, but still, usually, players, coming back from injuries are, a little rusty. But before he went out for the injury, the Lakers were in second place. Now they're in fifth, possibly sixth, depending on the Blazers, which isn't a great position because that would put them at 6-7 spots, which at that point they're going to have to play in with whoever's at 8th. I don't even know who's at 8 right now, but that's not a spot you should be comfortable with if you're any NBA team. You saw last year, I think, who was the teams that played?
It was the
Suns for sure, huh?
Yeah.
Suns versus Grizzlies.
Yeah, but that was playing games though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the Lakers are going to be in playing games if they
seventh. If they're even with the 8th and 7th seed, they do this.
I think so, yeah. But regardless, they shouldn't be this far down the standings. They should be up there with, who's number one, Jazz?
Yeah.
The Jazz, the Clippers, the Nuggets up there, which they started at number 2 before he went out. But he was also in the MVP race, averaging 25.4 points per game, 7.9 rebounds, and 7.9 assists. So almost 8 and 8. So almost a triple-double. That's just a typical LeBron stat. But again, this is also his first game to play alongside, Drummond and McLemore, who they picked up on, before the trade deadline, which LeBron was out. And this isn't the first time they deal with injuries. Anthony Davis missed a total of 30 games.
He's always been injured, to be honest.
Yeah, so that's not the Lakers kind of know how to handle when he's out, but when LeBron's out, LeBron's has a bigger impact. And like I said, AD missed 30 games earlier this season with a calf strain. And
if anything, what this showed you or showed everyone that Kuzma, he can't carry the load by himself.
Yeah, Kuzma can't. You need. He's not even the third option. I don't think he's.
Well, looking back, they should have kept him.
Who?
They should have kept Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram or Ball at this point.
Because it came down that they chose to keep him over Ingram. Huh?
Yeah, they'd rather have kept Kuzma than Ingram. They wanted to keep Kuzma and then Ingram, and Ball was the last choice, but they should have obviously kept either one of them instead of Kuzma. But like we were stating, the Lakers need to win some games. They're gonna fall behind depending on how the Blazers do, and whoever's at the 7th or 8th. Because there's only like a few games behind, from 5 to 6 to 7. So anyone can move up or down within a span of a game. So it's a dangerous place they're in, that they shouldn't be here. But I think they have 9 games remaining. So the schedules consist of Blazers. I know they played the Blazers. They play the Clippers at one point. So it's not easy, but it's not a walk in the park. But I think they got to win at least 6 to 7 of those games. You think they could get it done?
Yeah, for sure.
6 to 7 games, which shouldn't be difficult since they started off. I think 26 and 6, I believe, or something like that. Second seed, they started off before LeBron went out, so they have 9 games remaining, so they got to pick it up. But in terms of LeBron came back. He didn't seem like that this injury had a impact on him like the last one, huh? The last one was worse.
What, the groin?
Yeah, the groin. Like, he came back and he didn't. Yeah, the Lakers missed the playoffs either way.
He wasn't the same after.
It took literally the offseason, and the Lakers were in contention, and then for the playoffs, and that was Christmas Day. LeBron went out, and they missed the playoffs. That's a year.
Yeah, that was at Golden State. Huh?
Yeah, that's a year where that offseason they traded, obviously, like we were stating, Bi, Zoe, and Josh Hart to the Pelicans, and a draft pick to the Pelicans for AD, which obviously turned out, it's fair to say it turned out fine since they came out with the chip, huh?
Yeah.
But like LeBron's doing his job. It's just the supporting cast that's got to pick it up. Like you were stating, that Kuzma's got to pick it up.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be even less. Was it last year when LeBron injured?
Was it?
Didn't he miss some games?
Yeah, he had to, at least for like load management.
And he didn't.
Someone.
Yeah, he didn't show anything there. That's when I knew that he didn't have.
And Kuzma's one of those players that can get hot quick.
Yeah, streaky.
He's, in my opinion, he's one of the best in the league. Once he's hot, like you can't stop him. So, obviously that's inconsistency, and he's got to work on that. But still, I think him alongside Drummond. Drummond didn't play that much defense today. He gave up some points in the paint. It's going to take some time, Drummond and AD, to get used to it because it's kind of clogged in the paint, in my opinion. And then the offense, the half-court offense, is too directed, or it's too revolved around ISO, which they shouldn't. It should be just fast break, which they were used to last season, where they had most of the success. So, Lakers got to find a different style, or just go back to the style they were playing. They were second seed in the West, so they got to go back to that because they have other, problems in the West. Like you said, the Jazz. Who else? Denver's doing good, huh?
Yeah, they're doing okay, but come playoff time without Murray, I don't think they're gonna do much.
No, obviously on the East we got obviously the Nets, which they're gonna be a problem. Who else in the East?
Sixers, aren't they first?
Yeah, Sixers are first. So the Sixers, which I think they're gonna choke in the playoffs, but that's for different. And the Knicks are obviously climbing up, and the way the Knicks plays is the way that everyone should play. But most importantly, the Lakers, in terms of everyone staying in their own role, like Julius Randle, Reggie Bullock, RJ Barrett, all those players, they just stay in their own role, and that's why they're, they just...
Yeah, they know their role. They don't try and be something they're not.
Yeah, and they just went on a 9-game win streak, and they got a snap by the Suns on Sunday, I believe. Sunday. But they're doing good, so it's gonna be interesting to see what the Knicks do. But the Lakers got to pick it up. That's to conclude this video. LeBron looked fine, but the rest of the Lakers cast, they gotta realize that LeBron's can't do all the work once again. So thank you guys all for watching. Follow us on social media down below at DualSighted, and thank you. Peace.